Good morning to all my loyal fans and subscribers. I thank you for tuning in. But for those of you who have not seen the last two videos, me and Future Sports have a beef going on right now. Okay, me and him have been going back and forth because Future Sports still don't understand that a lot of these athletes cannot be involved in anything that goes on in Vegas right now. Okay, they cannot be involved in any spreads, knowing about any knowledge that's going on right now. They can't get involved in that. But see, in this video, I'm gonna tell you about the stuff that Future Sports is not gonna tell his subscribers. He's not gonna tell anybody that watches the videos. See, Future Sports don't understand is that any athlete that gets caught or gets discovered that he had anything to do with Vegas, anything to do with gambling, he gets suspended, fired, or fined. Okay. See, Future Sports, that's what you gotta understand right now. And you still not getting me clear. If you're gonna make a bet, make a prediction, but don't be accusing the refs, coaches, or athletes that they know anything about spreads. Don't be accusing anybody of knowing what's going to happen in the game right now, okay? Because you're not being fair to the people who really put their money and really drop maybe 2 or 3 racks on the game, all right? This is why I don't like betting, period. Now, shouts out to Caper, one of my the people who watch my videos. He even told Future Sports directly in his video that I don't give a fuck about the casino, and that's true. I don't care about the casino. The casino ain't getting my money, all right? I'm not going to be dropping my hard-earned money that I worked hard, you know what I'm saying, for my job that I get in and week out. I'm not about to be putting all my money into casino, okay? Because there's other things I can be putting my money on. Now, Future Sports wants to do that. That's on him. But man, if y'all gonna make a bet, y'all can't be accusing the league of cheating. You can't be accusing these referees. You can't be accusing nobody. You know what I'm saying? Having anything to do with how the game is gonna go out, because nobody really knows. And that's the problem with a lot of these YouTubers on here like Future Sports, because they take what somebody says. You know what I'm saying? They twist it around. They go overboard with it. For example, right, Future Sports, because I watched your last video. You brought up that Syracuse coach in that locker room with that speech, right? Now, notice he said keywords. Somebody said that we was going to lose in Vegas. Somebody said we was going to lose by or win by 23 points. Somebody said, he said, she said. He was not involved with that at all. Because Future Sports, don't you know, if he was involved with anything that had to do with Vegas or the influence of games, he could be fired. The man could put his career at jeopardy. Don't you know that can happen? It's in the guidelines right now. Whenever you go to the NCAA or you sign a contract with the NCAA, a scholarship, or you go to the NFL, NBA, any one of these national, you know what I'm saying, televised sports, there's a contract, there's documents that tell you cannot be gambling, or you cannot put money into your own game. You can't bet, you can't gamble. The guidelines is on there. It's in the contracts, okay? These coaches can't be involved with paying somebody off. They can't do that, or else they'll be suspended. They'll have everything they have taken away from them. For example, right? With Reggie Bush, okay, when he was going to USC, Reggie Bush was taking all these endorsements from all these agents, okay, all these scouts, was offering them, giving them all kinds of money, okay, and Reggie Bush was winning all these games. And I guarantee you, yeah, people was betting on USC. And like I said, they beat Oklahoma in the national championship game, even though they lost to Texas. But they was winning Rose Bowl games, all right? I think this was around 2009, 2010. Oh yeah, it was 2011. USC started getting investigated, all right? Because somebody snitched. Cause I tell you, man, ain't nobody getting away with it. If somebody in these sports are doing something wrong, they're gonna get found out eventually. But see, this is what Future Sports don't understand about it, because either he doesn't cover this type of stories, or he doesn't care, or he doesn't know about it because he wasn't watching it for that long. When Reggie Bush started getting investigated, they found out that he was taking illegal endorsements, because it's illegal for any college athlete to be getting paid off anything. They're there to learn. Okay, they're there to go to school and learn. Sports is just an extracurricular activity for their major, okay? They're there to get an education and graduate. Or if they want to get paid, they enter the draft early. But none of them are allowed to take any money at all. This is why whoever plays the PS4 or Xbox 360 or PS3, you know that there's no more NCAA games being made anymore. Okay, EA had to stop making NCAA college games because they cannot use the NCAA license. Why? Because athletes are now allowed to get paid playing in college ball. It was found out because they heard it through a little birdie told the NCAA committee, or somebody snitched on Reggie, said he was taking endorsement from these agents. They got caught, and once they found out, USC got everything snatched from him. All of Reggie Bush's stats, whoever was on the team with him, that Rose Bowl, all those championships got taken away after the NCAA found out what Reggie Bush was doing behind the scenes. Pete Carroll probably warned Reggie and told him not to do it. He did it anyway. That's why Pete Carroll left for the NFL, because he don't have to deal with that kind of stress. By Reggie Bush doing that, it messed Pete Carroll's college records up. You know what I'm saying? USC couldn't compete for a national championship for 4 years. It was on a 4-year suspension. Same thing went on with Terrell Pryor in Ohio State. Terrell Pryor was caught cheating in those games, okay? He was involved in a scandal. Ohio State got suspended 2 weeks, got suspended 3 years. And it sucks because my cousin Jonathan Hankins was on that squad with Ezekiel Elliott, okay? He was on that squad. He left, he got drafted a year before Ezekiel Elliott went to the BCS championship. My cousin had to suffer through that suspension due to what Terrell Pryor was doing, okay? But see, Future Sports ain't gonna tell you this type of stories at all. Why? Because he doesn't pay attention. He doesn't know what's going on at all. Here's another example about the NFL. Bounty game, okay? Since a lot of y'all talk about the New Orleans Saints winning because of Hurricane Katrina, no. When the Saints won in 2009 and 2010 and Breeze led them to the Super Bowl, it was discovered that the Saints was injuring players offensively on purpose. Sean Payton was paying guys off, whether it be the linebackers. Will Smith was one of them. I think you had two other. You had another lineman and you had another DB. Where it was like three. It was like 2 or 3 players involved, but Sean Payton was the main culprit, including the owner. They knew about all this was going on. Sean Payton was paying guys off to take certain people off on purpose to play dirty. And if you notice, man, New Orleans went undefeated for 13 games that season. Why? Because if you look at those games, they was headshotting guys left and right. I mean, hitting hard, late hits, all kinds of shit. It was coming to the attention they were doing on purpose. So Roger Goodell, and see, those that know about Roger Goodell, he don't let nothing slide at all. If Roger Goodell sees that something is going on that's funny, he gonna investigate it. And see, this is another thing that Future Sports doesn't understand too about these organizations. You know what I'm saying? The NCAA, the NFL, they got detectives who are on their payroll. They got what's called investigators who looks into these games. So if they see there's anything funny going on, they see a ref make a bad call, they're gonna look into this. And also what Future Sports doesn't understand is referees also get fired. They lose their job all the time. There's books of referees admitting they were cheating and they got caught for it and they got suspended. They got blackballed out of the league for doing so. We're trying to rig these games. Okay? So if there's any cheating involved, they're going to get found out. People are looking at everything. They don't let nothing slide. Why? Because they have to be fair. And let me tell y'all about Vegas right now that Future Sports is not going to tell you. All right? Vegas cannot be involved in doing any funny business with the money. People are putting their money into the Vegas. They have to be fair. Okay? Vegas cannot be involved with calling referees up to make the game go a certain way. They cannot influence a team to play a certain way neither. They have to be fair. Because you got millionaires and billionaires who put money into it, like Floyd Mayweather, for example, right? Floyd Mayweather bets money. He admits it, but I guarantee you, Floyd Mayweather has somebody watching his money closely. Because if Floyd Mayweather was to find out that Vegas is doing any funny business involved in any scandal where involves with him losing his money, don't you know all hell would break loose? If Floyd Mayweather Jr. was to find out that the game he bet on, that somebody cheated so the other team could win and he could lose, this man will have enough money to cause a fucking riot in Vegas. See, if Future Sports don't understand that, and when it comes to gambling money, people have gotten beat down and I'm hurt, okay? People have gotten stabbed. People have gotten shot at over losing money. And that could be from gambling, rolling dice. That could be from, you know what I'm saying, poker, anything. Especially on these games right now. That's why Vegas has to be fair, man. Vegas can't be involved in anything. And how did the NFL find out Sean Payton was doing this? Was because of Vegas. Because one of the teammates on the team was actually betting money, covering spreads, or he was going to one of the casinos. Because I told y'all, man, the NFL got these organizations that you see on TV, like the NFL, MLB, the NBA, tennis or whatnot, or golf. They got people looking into these games. They don't let nothing go down at all. Anything somebody do wrong, they're gonna find out about it. And I guarantee you, the NFL got somebody that's going to Vegas, trying to get the scoop and trying to find out what's going on right now. All right? And what do you think Vegas gonna do? Vegas, of course, go tell them because they can't be involved in that shit at all. If Vegas gets involved in any cheating, all hell, like I told you, will break loose. You know what I'm saying? It'll be big out shootouts, big old riot, shit'll be burning out, all kinds of shit. But see, Future Sports is not gonna tell you that shit at all. All right, he's not. He's gonna tell you what he wants to tell you. For example, right in that Syracuse video, you'll say that Virginia Tech, all that guy was saying that we had Kumbaya meetings amongst ourselves. That means the coach and the players was discussing how they was gonna win the game. I told you, man, that man couldn't be involved in any scandals at all. That man didn't know what the spread was gonna be anyway. None of those athletes know what's gonna really happen anyway. It's outside of them. They're not involved with that shit. They're not in the casinos. Matter of fact, during the regular season, it's NFL players. Most players are not to even be in casinos gambling like that. They can't. They're not. You know what I'm saying? Because even then, before you go to the football, before you go to the NBA, you take classes. All right. And you know what I'm saying? These commissioners, or they send like an ex-athlete, they tell these players, these young players, what to do and what not to do. Okay. And most of them tell you, man, don't be getting yourself caught in any scandals. You know what I'm saying? Don't make somebody believe that you're a cheater. Be honest. Okay. Because like I told you, me personally, like I said, I know people personally who's in the league now. I got people who referee it. I got people who's on coaching staff. I got people and friends I know personally that I can hit up and they talk to me all the time. Okay? So I know what's going on right now. I know those athletes ain't got shit to do with it. And as far as the Jaguars concerned, what was that guy supposed to think? Yeah, he gonna say we gonna win the game. Why? Because he has to be confident. Because that man believes in himself that he can help them win the game. And like I said, Jaguars can easily lose the game too. I never did say New England it can't win, but I also told you my reasons why the Jaguars is gonna beat New England. Why? Because Jaguars have the #2 ranked defense in the league. Jacksonville has defensive linemen that can get to Brady, that can put the pressure on Tom Brady. Jaguars have Tom Coughlin. That's why they can win. Ain't got shit to do with them with the point spread. All right. You see, I told you, man, this is the problem with YouTube right now. This is the problem with anybody watching the game. Because every time somebody loses, a team loses, somebody got to say it's scripted and rigged every fucking time. Can't nobody just cannot just take their loss and accept it. You always got to put out some type of rigged bullshit, some type of conspiracy. Why? But they only say that because you understand how a team won. That's what it is. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is about Phuture Sports, okay? And you want to make me out that I'm lying, that I don't know what I'm talking about. No, these players don't know. And that's another thing, Phuture Sports. How are you going to know for sure what's going on if you're not there? Phuture Sports, you're not in these casinos. You're not inside these arenas at all, okay? You're not talking to none of these athletes. You don't know none of these coaches personally at all. You don't know the Virginia Tech coach that you showed that video. You don't know none of these Jaguar players. You're not there to know exactly what's going on. You said it yourself, you go by the assumption. That means it's not actually true at all. And I'm going to say this too for anybody that's bet for real. If you go bet, don't just take somebody like Phuture Sports' word for it. Don't just take my word for it. Do your own research, okay? Because sometimes you just can't listen. You just can't confide in somebody telling you what to put your money on. Sometimes if you will put your money on something, put money on what's in your heart. Follow your heart and make the right prediction, okay? Because Phuture Sports ain't always right himself, all right? I'm telling you that now. Because Phuture Sports just said, okay, these players ain't rigging and cheating, but yet you try to bring the refs. You try to say they not rigging the sport, but yet you try to say they already know what the sport spread gonna be at the end of the game. You see what I'm saying? You see how stupid that sounds? It don't make no sense. So Phuture Sports, that's why I keep coming at you. If Phuture Sports, first of all, Phuture, you're not about to put me to bed at all. I see you still talking shit behind my back. That's why I gotta make this video. I told you, man, we could go back and forth. Any video come out that involves me, I'm coming right back at you. You know what I'm saying? It's like we in a boxing match. Every time you hit me, I'm going to hit you harder. And I'm going to come back with more fire. I'm going to come back with more heat. Phuture Sports, I got a counter for everything you throwing out. And every video you put out that's involving me about these sports, I'm going to prove you wrong right now. Because unlike you, man, I played the sport for real. I know what it is, man. On all the teams I've been on, did nobody gamble off of us. Did nobody on the team put any money and bet against their own games. There's no point at all. I told you, man, these athletes are fighting for their careers right now. Most of them don't give a damn about Vegas. Most of them don't even talk about this shit at all. Phuture Sports is just putting stuff in his videos that he wants to put in. All right? He's taking certain people's words and screwing them around and twisting them to think what he wants to think. And that's not the actual truth. So I told y'all, man, any one of these athletes, especially in college, if they get involved with anything that has to do with Vegas, any bets, they can all be fired or they can be kicked out of school. That violates NCAA policy. That's how Reggie Bush got caught. That's how Terrell Pryor got caught. All right, because they were all doing scandals. They was all cheating. Yet y'all wonder why Tom Brady still got suspended over the Deflategate. Why? Because Roger Goodell paid money to keep that investigation open. They found out that Tom Brady had a phone that knew who the culprit was. He just didn't tell him. And this ain't the only time Spygate, okay? Everybody bring up the Patriots, but they never bring up Spygate. They were sending guys to go to these football games, looking at the games, looking at people's playbooks. They got caught the season after and got suspended. Got draft picks taken away from them. And one thing to hurt Belichick is take away his draft picks. That's the one way you can hurt Belichick. So I'm telling you this right now, man. For that reason, New England's not going to be involved in any cheating right now. They're not going to allow that shit to go down. There've been enough scandals as it is anyway. Don't you know that the Deflategate basically ruined Tom Brady's legacy right there? Even Spygate puts a negative impact on Tom Brady's legacy right now. Tom Brady don't want to go down as being considered a cheater right now. Yeah, he's already discovered a bad rep for that shit. And this is what I believe about the Deflategate. Honestly, man, the Deflategate was just players upset and mad because they can't beat the New England Patriots. Coach got blown out and they want to accuse them for cheating. Because the game was being played the whole game. You know what I'm saying? If the coach knew it was cheating, then why was they using the same ball? You see what I'm saying? It's just they was a bad team. New England was just a better team. And yeah, I'm not saying New England's the defending Super Bowl champs, okay? But Jacksonville, to me, is inspired. Jacksonville just swept the Pittsburgh Steelers, so I thought was gonna beat the Jaguars because I figured the Steelers was hungry enough to play the New England. They wanted revenge, but that just wasn't the case. Pittsburgh didn't just execute well. They just didn't use the right plays. They didn't have no defense. No defense means you're not winning the championship. I told y'all that. And I did tell y'all that in my videos that Jacksonville had a team that could go all the way. I did say that. I told y'all in the beginning of my videos that Jacksonville Jaguars, teams like a Jacksonville Jaguars, a team you're going to be seeing in the playoffs. If y'all don't believe me, go back and see my videos. See, I don't need to do what Future Sports does and look at all these bets and look at where the money's been placed. I don't need to do that at all. Why? Because I use my common sense. Now, if you're gonna make bets, this is the way you do it correctly, right? Before you put money on any team, you gotta research the team. I mean, you gotta research who's injury, how many injuries they have on the team, and who's hurt. You gotta look at the starters they have in the game. You gotta look at their stats. You gotta compare the team you're gonna put money on versus their opponents right now. Okay, that's what y'all gotta do. So if y'all gonna put money on New England, you gotta look at Jacksonville right now. You gotta look at the strengths and weaknesses of Jacksonville and compare that to New England. All right. Also, you got to look at the type of defense and offense Jacksonville is running that could counter off New England. I know that Jacksonville has linemen, okay? They have linebackers. All right, that, like I said, guys like Calais Cameron, they know how to get to the quarterback. So Tom Brady is going to have problems this game, okay, because of that defense. And I also know that Tom Coughlin's system has proven to work against New England, okay? That's how I know, man. Belichick's beating Brady. Tom Coughlin's beating Brady and Belichick twice this Super Bowl. Why? Because he used a good defensive system. He used a 3-4. Okay, he knows how to attack the zones where Brady knows how to throw to. He knows all of Tom Brady's tendencies. And see, what Future Sports don't understand that these teams don't have to cheat. They don't have to look at the spreads. They got playbooks. Okay, they got game film on their opponents. Okay, so they know how to study their opponents and they know how to practice. You practice how you play. Okay. And like I said, anything is going down with them involved with any spreadsheets, the NFL gonna know and they're gonna get suspended. They're gonna get found out. I know it's every time somebody makes videos like Future Sports, they never bring up when players have gotten caught for cheating. They never bring it up at all. They're not going to tell you neither. Because Future Sports ain't going to tell you the ugly truth about it. And Future Sports is not going to tell you that when people cheat for gambling, they lose their life. They go to jail behind it. And see, you could develop a gambling problem real quick. That's why I told y'all, man, if y'all going to be gambling, y'all can't be talking about conspiracy shit at all. Okay? Because you're not being fair to it at all. You putting salt in the game. If you're going to make a bet, make a bet. But don't be trying to accuse the refs of trying to rig the game. Don't be trying to accuse somebody from the outside of trying to influence the game of going on. Don't be trying to accuse some Zionist Jews, some Freemason Illuminati who you never ever seen or met a day in life that don't care about you at all of them having anything to do with the game. Don't be trying to accuse the president either. I don't like that shit. That shit is ignorant, man. It really is. And see, it's videos like mine is the reason why I have to expose a lot of idiots out there because they don't know what the fuck they talking about. For years, people have been trying to find the truth. And they don't know the exact truth at all. And that's another thing, Future Sports. You don't have any actual evidence of any of this shit going on at all. You have no evidence of who told that Virginia Tech coach about who said that they was going to lose in Vegas. Wherever went down in Vegas, you don't have proof of that. You don't have proof that any of these are going on. You don't have no phone calls. You don't have no actual evidence of any of this shit going down. So how you going to tell somebody that the league is being rigged or scripted or some influence is going on if you don't have actual proof yourself? All you're doing is just this. Now, Future Sports, I understand that you know how to make bets. Make bets, but stop accusing other shit from going down. Just be fair about it. If you lose, you lose. That's just it, man. No, I got to lead that work with. We call him Fletch. Fletch constantly bets. He bets daily. But see, Fletch know how to cover spreads. Fletch been doing this for years. And Fletch don't make excuses. You know what I'm saying? If he loses a bet, he don't go off accusing the refs of trying to cheat the game. He don't go off accusing nobody of trying to influence at all. The man just makes his best off strict weaknesses. He makes best off common sense. All right? He makes his best off performances. That's what most of y'all need to be doing. Instead of listening to Future Sports, why don't y'all do your own research, okay? Why don't y'all study the game for yourself? Some of y'all don't even watch it. Some of y'all don't watch these games at all. So how you going to know what's going on? And see, Future Sports, I doubt you're really paying attention to offseason. Future Sports, you don't look at ESPN. You don't look at Sports Center. You don't look at Undisputed. You don't look at none of this stuff at all. You don't look at all these interviews, okay? You don't look at none of these athletes who actually go in the interviews and tell you how they win the game. Why? Because you don't pay attention. That's not what you care about. All you care about is winning your money. That's all you care about is trying to bet. Like I told you, man, that's the main problem with gamblers right now. Anybody making bets because they can't just win fairly. They just can't accept they lost. They got to accuse somebody of cheating it. Why? Because that's their only excuse to try to justify that they can't win on their own. They don't understand how their team lost. That's what it is. No. Same thing with the Vikings and Saints. Nobody knew that guy was going to score that touchdown and that play was going to go down the way it did. Nobody knew that at all. Everybody was shocked. You can see the look on Damian Lillard's face when they showed him on the TV. You know what I'm saying? When the Portland Trailblazers came in to play the Minnesota Timberwolves, even he was shocked that happened. Nobody knew that was going to go down. Then nobody knew that Pittsburgh Steelers was going to lose to the Jaguars. This is the point I'm trying to make, Future Sports. You don't know what's going to happen at all. Nobody can predict the future at all. Ain't no telling how the game going to go down either. But I do know this. The best team is going to win anyway. The team that wants it the most, the team that's more hungry, going to find a way to win. Future Sports, that's all you got to know. So again, Future Sports, this is my third response video. Every time you come with a video, I'm coming back with more heat. I'm coming at you harder, bro. I told you, I live for the competitive. I live to compete. Like I said, these are back and forth videos. I love this competition. I breathe it. I live it. I feast off of it. I love this confidence, Future Sports. You inspire me to come harder now. You inspire me to prove you wrong every time. Bro, that's just what it is. Now, Future Sports, when you stop talking about me, you stop mentioning me, I'll stop mentioning you. If you want to keep going at it, we can keep going. And I could go, I could keep going. I can keep going for months, years. I don't care what it takes. See, I love a good challenge. I love to prove somebody wrong. Okay, that's just what I am. I'm a competitive athlete, Future Sports. You're not an athlete, but I am. So I know, like I said, I know what's in the head of these athletes. I know what they must think. No, most of them don't care about the gambling at all. They're not in the casinos. Why? Because they're not there. All they care about is the playbook given to them. All they care about is winning the game. What we gonna do to win the next game? What we gonna do to win a Super Bowl? What we gonna do to win a championship? What we gonna do to survive this season? How we gonna get out of the division? That's what these athletes are thinking. They ain't got shit to do with any point spreads. Why? Because they're not putting their own money into it. Because they can't. Because a lot of them athletes know they're not going to get away from Roger Goodell at all. They're not going to get away from Roger Goodell's attorneys, lawyers. They're not going to get away from them detectives either. Yeah, Future Sports, the feds work for the NFL. The feds work for the NBA. The feds work for the NCAA. Just in case you didn't know. And it's another thing, Future Sports, too. And I want you to look into my eyes when I tell you this shit. What you go do, let's say one of these same athletes of the teams you talked about in your videos, whether it be Virginia Tech, the Jacksonville Jaguars, or New England Patriots, it'd be a coach, an owner. What you go do when they, let's say one of these people see your videos, and then they comment and they start calling you out. You mean saying like, Future Sports, what? Why are you accusing me of doing this and that? Why are you lying on me? You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on, so why do you care about what I'm doing? What you gonna do once they want to call you out and once they try to expose you for being a liar? What you gonna say then? Because some of these athletes do got ego problems. Athletes do respond to certain people. I told you, Future Sports, people are going on your YouTube videos besides me looking at your videos right now. These same athletes you talk about, they going on your videos looking at what you're doing right now. And they're saying the same thing I'm doing. Look at this nutcase. All right? Look at this know-all, this guy who thinks he knows everything. So, well, you know what? I'm going to play differently. I'm going to make things go down that he don't expect to go down. That's what they're saying right now. And let me explain something about the Eagles, okay? The Eagles are calling themselves the underdogs. Why? Because nobody else believes in them. This team has worked hard the entire season. Carson Wentz got injured and they still won games. But yet nobody takes them seriously because they don't think they had the home field advantage. Atlanta Falcons was the defending champions last year, okay? Atlanta got to a Super Bowl last year. They put Atlanta over Philadelphia because why? They say Atlanta was the better team. And even I thought Matt Ryan was going to try to redeem himself after last year, but that wasn't the case. Philadelphia just played a better defense. That game went down 15-10. I thought the game would have been higher than that, but it just wasn't. The Eagles got inspired to win that game. Future Sports, if you look at all the interviews that happened on ESPN and Sports Center, you'll know that those players themselves said it. We're gonna beat the crap out of Atlanta. We're gonna prove to everybody that we know and we are to be respected. We're gonna prove everybody wrong. Nobody respects us. Fine, we're the underdogs now. Even though we got the first seed, even though we're the stronger team. They say we're underdogs, we're gonna call ourselves underdogs. That's why the guy was wearing that mask. You know what I'm saying? Stop taking what he said out of proportion, man. Stop trying to twist his words around and make the beat something that's really not. Bro, you're making too big of a deal out of this shit, man, for real. That's the problem with most of these gamblers. I'm not saying this is everybody, because the real professional gamblers, they know how to bet their money, but they don't make excuses either. They lose, they lose. Future Sports, you gotta stop making a big deal out of everything somebody says, just because you want somebody to believe you. You don't gotta lie to kick it, bro. You don't gotta lie. Stop lying on these people. Just leave this shit alone. Make your predictions, make your bets, but stop putting conspiracy into the shit, because you're making yourself out to be a goddamn idiot. Because if the game is really rigged, if the game is really scripted like that, or let's say if the game is really being influenced like that, where somebody from the outside could make a phone call and make the game go a certain way, then why are you still trying to tell people to invest in that? How you gonna tell somebody to invest in something that could cause them to lose their fucking money? You see how stupid and dumb that sounds? That's dumb as hell. So I'm telling anybody that's just watching Future Sports videos, do your own research. Don't just take his word for it. You know what I'm saying? Do what's best in your mind. Y'all gotta go on NFL.com. Y'all need to go look at these rosters right now. Y'all need to look at the comparisons right now. Y'all gotta look at the stats of each team and see who to make your pick with. I told you, man, I'm going with Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville going to upset New England, but that's my pick, and I'm sticking to it. Vikings, I believe the Vikings could go because the Vikings have home field advantage in the Super Bowl. That's only going to inspire them to play even harder right now. Those are my picks. And I'm not doing this because of no point spread. I don't give a damn about the casino. Fuck that shit, okay? Fuck all that rigged and scripted bullshit. It's nothing but bullshit. That's my opinion. Y'all want to believe that, go right ahead. But don't be accusing these athletes. Don't be accusing refs of doing anything cheating because people do get fired all the time. People do lose their jobs over this shit. If they're doing anything, they're not going to get away with it all. Not with Roger Goodell's ass suspended. And Roger Goodell loves to suspend people, too. He feeds off that shit, too. Believe me, Ezekiel Elliott suspended, messed my whole Cowboy season up. And that man was innocent. But that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother story. My thing is, anybody, you know what I'm saying, anybody want to prove me wrong, I got backup, okay? And the matter of fact, you know what I'm saying, in my other videos, I'm going to break down each game. I'm going to tell you statistically why I think Jacksonville and why I think Vikings have a chance against the teams, the points they're going to face. See, I'm going to break down stuff analytically. I don't got to trust the casino. Vegas ain't got shit to do with this. The casinos ain't got nothing to do with this game at all. Yeah, people going to be putting a lot of money into these games, but these athletes still got to win the game. All that money in casinos don't mean shit. These athletes can't win the games. As much money as somebody going to put on New England, if New England can't win the game, then that means it was pointless. That just means they lost. They took an L. That's all it is. It's wins or losses. Ain't got shit to do with no influence at all, no cheating. Fuck that, okay? Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. But again, I'm putting this shit to rest. Future Sports, you want to put me to bread, but I'm putting your shit to rest. Leave my ass the fuck alone, okay? You keep messing with me, I'm going to keep coming back with more fire. I'm going to keep proving you wrong every fucking time. Stop making things up. You don't know what's going on in your damn self. Future Sports, you're not an athlete, okay? You never played in these type of games at all. You're not in the arenas at all. You're not in these casinos at all. You don't know what's going on at all. You just make it best from your computer at home. You don't know half the thing at all. And plus, you don't understand that people get caught all the time. All right? Gambling, people playing with people's money and gambling is a serious thing. That's serious business. That's money on the line. Okay? People go to war over stuff like that. But that's something you got to understand on your own time. Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. I'll see you soon.